Hello. This video is going to show you how to navigate the Inner Circle Academy Hub and the Facebook group and what the purposes of each of them are. So let's get started on your tour. So this is what the Inner Circle portal looks like inside the Academy. What's important for you to know is that the only way to get into the Academy is by going to this URL, academy.unlockyourdesign.com. It's going to be important for you to bookmark this in some way so that you can come back to it. Because if you don't have this, then you're not going to be able to log in. And the way that you log in is by going and signing into your account. And then the way that you get to the dashboard where the Inner Circle is it's in the menu and you click here. What's going to show up is a list of all of the courses that you're enrolled in. You're going to click on the Inner Circle membership, and this is what's going to show up. So we're most likely going to be removing this video here shortly. When we get things ironed out and in order, we'll create a brand new welcome video for you that will be a bit more timeless. So what's important for you to also have access to is our Inner Circle Facebook group. And you're going to want to request to join this. It'll ask you for your email or the email that you signed up with in PayPal for the Inner Circle or however you paid. So this is our group. The main thing is probably going to be going to events to see what's coming up next. I'll always have what is current as the banner. And then if you go into events, you're going to see what's coming up. We already had this Portals of Deconditioning Transit Call for Grace today. We did the Unlock Your Design or Unlock the Ego Hub event as well. Next week, we are working on the Ego Hub Intensive. That's the 14th through the 18th. If you go and click on this, it'll also have information on what's happening every day in next week. So Monday, it talks about what's happening. Tuesday, the embodiment webinar with the webinar link, the masterclass with the webinar link, the chart readings, as well as what's happening on Friday. And there's a schedule and reminders here as well. So the Facebook group has the itinerary and the schedule, and you can use that as a way to keep track of what's going on in the group. Another important thing to use the Facebook group for, obviously, is to share your contemplations, to post any questions you have, to interact with the other community members, share what's going on for you. And I would love to increase the activity and the interaction because community building is an important aspect of all of this. So continue to post, share your charts, your contemplations, your questions in here. Going back to the Academy portal. So this getting started place is probably, you're only going to be coming here once to get into the Facebook group. And then there's some contact information, me, Bella, the Unlock the Academy email as well. And then this just tells you what is included in your Inner Circle membership. So remember, you have all of our intensives. You have access to the Inner Circle Facebook group. We do the chart readings, access to the vault, access to the Portals of Deconditioning weekly community calls, which I'll explain below. You also get 20% off of our courses in the Academy. So you can go and check out what other things we have going on inside the Academy. If you want to go into our Unlock Your Design Foundations place, we have Strategy and Authority. We have the activation sequence, the Venus sequence, line design, and some other great things. Here are the 64 doors. If you are joining us on our Portals of Deconditioning community calls, you might want to get the archetype courses that relate to your Gene Key or Human Design chart. So if you're a Sphinx, you could get door 1, door 2, door 13, and door 7. So I would highly suggest getting those in your activation sequence. I can show what is inside of these as well if you would like. And that's about it. So make sure to use the code IC144 in the academy. If you want to book readings with Bella, myself, or both of us, you can get 10% off of our readings. Just go through our scheduling service. And those are the perks of being a member of the Inner Circle. We also have, these are modules within the Inner Circle. So you're going to see there's a getting started one, a getting to know you. This is the link for the pod weekly calls. Here's the intro to Thrive by Design. Here's the Ego Hub, which we are in currently, and the Splenic Hub, which we just completed, which will be taken down. One important thing to note about the Inner Circle is that this course in the academy is all about being present in the now. So it has what we call rolling content. And what that means is that it's only going to have what's current and alive for the month. So the previous month's theme and content will be removed, and it will be placed in the Thrive by Design course that could be purchased later or left alone. But that's kind of what's happening here. We will be adding another offering to this in the coming month. We'll let you know about that as it develops, but it'll be another opportunity to gather in community, and it's going to be super helpful in learning the basics and being initiated into the foundation material. So that's what's going on in here. It's going to be also great for you to check out the welcome survey that we have. Oh my gosh. Ben, please go in the house. It's going to be important for you to fill out that welcome survey. It gives us a lot of great information about you. And if we do any chart readings where we're randomly picking a chart, you're going to want to have your information in there. The fruit salad offering is just basically, what's your genius? What are your gifts? And you're going to want to add to the discussion what it is that you have. So any skills you have, any things that you're certified in, what are your interests? What do you feel like you can contribute to the group? And that's just like your wheelhouse. So say that if you study Psych K, that's something that you would want to put in here. And if somebody is interested in having a reading from someone who practices Psych K, you would be in here as a recommendation. Here's an area to post your Gene Key profile in the discussion and your human design profile in the discussion. Basically, you just click on this and then create a new post, and you'd be able to add a link or a file, depending on if you're linking to a Google Drive thing or if you're just uploading the file to this. And then the pod weekly transit calls, we have the intention of portals of deconditioning. And basically the intention is for awareness and embodiment. And these are the calls that we host with members that are part of our Portals of Deconditioning immersion. These are the people that have paid for all 64 door courses. Every week we meet to discuss the energy, the archetype that's in transit. So for example, like I said, we just had a Portals of Deconditioning call, a transit call for Archetype 22, which we call the invitation to grace. And so here's your invitation to join our community calls. This is the link to join them. It's always on Tuesdays for now at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central European time. If you would like to have the transit, if you would like to have the calendar, the calendar, it can be found here under archetype transits. I believe I have it linked in the vault, so you can also access it there. But this is an updated calendar for 2022 to 2023. So moving back to the Academy portal. Here is the PDF that you can download. This is the one that I put together that has links to each of the doors. The other one that I showed you on our website has, it's from Genetic Matrix. Okay, so moving forward, here's our Thrive by Design introductory videos. This is the very first one that we did, where we did an overview of all of the centers, so 9 centers. And we've already been through quite a few. We went to the root, we went to the sacral, the solar plexus, and the splenic, and now we are in our 5th hub in this journey, the Ego Hub. So here's where you're going to find the schedule for the Ego Hub. When we move on to the next one, it'll still look like this, where there's going to be a schedule. We're going to have invitations to each of the things that you can join. So we just did Unlocking the Ego Hub. A video will be uploaded here in this place. Next week, we'll have an embodiment webinar. When the video is done, we'll upload it here. The teaching, when the video is done, it will be uploaded here. You can join the webinars here, here, and here because each of them are open. The chart readings, you're going to want to submit. If you would like to apply to be in our Ego chart reading, you are going to want to fill out this form, and we may pick you to do the reading, and we're going to focus on the Ego Hub, and then that will be streamed live and the replay will be posted here. And when we move on to the next hub, you'll have a little bit of time to hold on to both of these. The Ego Hub and the Splenic Hub are in here right now. So if you are wanting to look through this, you can. I will be deleting this content, archiving this content within the next 24 hours. So this won't be up here anymore, and we'll just be focusing on the Ego Hub. So this is how the Inner Circle membership portal works. Now I'm going to show you the vault. Okay, so if you were to go back to the student dashboard, you're going to also see that you have access to the vault. What you are going to notice in the vault is that it has foundational videos. These are the basics. We're going to also include resources that are going to help with your journey. The archetypes that are in transit, dilemmas, victim patterns, crystal alphabet index, Gene Keys animal totem, affirmations, line keynotes, a bunch of other amazing resources to help with your contemplation. If you move back up to the foundations video, we have our human design basics video and our Gene Key basics video in here. So if you're brand new to Gene Keys and human design, you will want to watch these because it gives you all of the foundational things that you need to know to get started. We also have a couple short videos speaking about the transits. What is a transit? The Rave Mandala, which goes into the wheel. Let's see if there's a, yeah, see the wheel. This is the way that the transits move. It moves around the wheel and it moves counterclockwise. So 50, 28, 44, 1, that's the way that the transits work. And that's, we follow the transits we've been following them for a couple of years. And honestly, it's amazing for deconditioning and really feeling into the nuances of these archetypes. We also have a video that explains what a body graph is. And we also explain bridging the gap, which is our method, why we bridge the gap between Gene Keys, human design, and astrology. Also, the language of archetypes, talking about our 64 doors and why you should study the archetypes and why we personified the Gene Keys and human design to give them more human qualities and connect in that way. A link to the 64 doors and what they're about as well. So if you want to look into our free resource, you can learn more about it. You can. If you want to purchase any of the 64 door courses, that is an amazing resource for your embodiment journey. We spoke about resources here. We also have our What's Alive series, where we're going to keep adding. So whenever we have new videos that we go live with on our business page, we'll add them here so that you start building a library of these. So we speak about sacred containers, the intuitive business, the power of now and you. And this speaks a little bit about what our What's Alive series is. And basically it's just whatever's alive in the field, whatever we feel called to talk about and bring through. Bella did a short asteroid series with Goddess Asteroid series with Allison, and they did Estrella Vesta series, and I think that they're doing a couple more as well. I also post all of the chart readings in here. So when the Splenic Hub goes away in the Inner Circle, I will put the Splenic Hub chart reading in here, and all of them will be accumulating here for you. We have some past discussions and some meditations, activations, attunements, huge library here. Well, not huge, but a good amount. We have our relationship breakthrough series, which if you're interested, you can watch. We have a course we did. It's called Amplified Attraction. That one we did like, I don't know, 3 years ago. And we did that one with, I think Melinda Butterfield is who we co-created that with. That's included in here. We have some soul communications with Simone, and the Alchemy of Transmutation Masterclass I did when I first started, like 2018 or something like that, or 19 or 17. I don't even know. But yeah, here's all the resources in the vault. And I think that the best place to start is the foundation video. And then obviously, whenever you feel called to anything else, you can watch that or dive into these resources. So that is what is included. And if you have any other questions or are confused about the tech aspect, I'm the one to message and I will help you navigate around this space. But hopefully this was sufficient and you're able to get into the academy, navigate the Facebook group, and really start feeling like you're part of this community with us. So I'm so glad that you joined the inner circle, and have a wonderful journey. And I look forward to seeing your transformation and your involvement in our community. Thank you.